Hello, and welcome back to the chop shop. Still here, working on Garth, the ECONOLINE. Where I currently stand with it is, you can see the transmission is still out. I'm waiting for the alignment tool. That clutch has just enough life on it. I'm going to let it slide and throw it back in there, at least for the sake of firing this thing up and trying to get it to move for the first time in however many years. As far as my next step, go ahead and flip the camera around and we'll get onto that. Bam. Alright, so as you can see, the donor engine is in here. I got the heater core bypassed. I still gotta get coolant hoses. You can see the, I don't know what you would call it, a radiator support. It's not really a core support. The radiator's in. The linkage ran through. I got the linkage all swapped over from the old engine. Obviously belt housing and everything is still off because I'm waiting on my alignment tool. But finally found some motor mounts that fit. What I'm going to do next is something I meant to do before I actually installed the engine. I'm a bit aggravated that I forgot and skipped it. But around here, this is all just like sticky, gooey seal. That was, I'm gonna assume, is the original. And I meant to make a video on it, and I did not. The engine cover, there's this big old thing right here. It kind of looks like a fucking cooler or something. This thing was completely just annihilated when I got it. I went through and I knocked off any of the surface rust. I half-assed hammer and dollied it back into a shape, and I painted it, primed it. Fucking, it's got some crinkle paint on it. It looks fucking beautiful. But I'm not gonna take all that effort and then not take the effort to make what it sits on look nice. So I'm gonna go around and clean all this up and shoot some paint. I'm gonna get some seal to put down, and then there is a seal that goes in between the upper and lower section of that as well. But that's what we're gonna do today. With any luck, I might actually get my stuff in and we'll do some wiring and maybe fire this thing up. Alright, so here we are in the van again. This is my first attempt at taking all this gunk off. Like I said, it's kind of rubbery. So this is like a medium abrasive pad. If this doesn't work, I'm probably going to throw a wire wheel on the angle grinder and give that a go. But other than that, this is the part where it fast forwards and some dope ass music comes on. Blah, blah, blah.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think that got about the bulk of it. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a wire wheel too. I mean, I'm in here. Might as well, right? is just throwing it more than anything. It's actually not that bad. After the other abrasive, I'll bring the camera in here so you can check it out. But this fucking thing is just slinging stuff everywhere. So this is about as good as we're gonna get, which is fine. I mean, all this gunk is gonna do is help make a better seal. I mean, it's just sticky. Alright, so here we are, back in the van again. And that wire wheel, like I said, it made quite the mess. Don't do that. It super sucks because I actually have poison ivy right now. So now I'm like itchy and sticky and all the things that you don't want to be. I actually don't. I can't remember what the hell this type of abrasive is called, but this is what I used on the original go around, and it works quite well. The wire wheel, not so much. It cleaned it up enough for me. It's kind of got weird lighting in here, really can't see. Here we go. It's enough. It took enough of it off that I'm comfortable bolting my cover back on now. There's still some sticky spots, but all the bolt holes for the most part are clear. I don't think I'm gonna waste my time painting anything, because I'm probably gonna run like a bead of seal around myself, which will seal that all up, and I'm gonna run a foam seal there and on that. And while this is out real quick, let's peep this out. So I'll draw this completely apart. Like I said, it was all beat to crap, and it's not perfect, but it's a million times better than it was, especially back here. It's particularly bad. And you can see it's still kind of bad, but it's back in its shape. And it lines up with all the holes on the floor again. I took the handles and everything off. I actually wire wheeled that, just painted it back to, what was it, cast iron. And there's the crinkle paint. It turned out real nice. I kind of cheated. I had a little space heater that I would actually warm this up a little bit and then shoot some paint on it, and it crinkled like perfect. But oh, here it is. If my freaking clutch tool would come in, I'll go ahead and throw that in, throw that on, and then, so see, I got everything kind of prepped. This just goes on the engine cover, the wiring harness, or the starter master solenoid, and everything just is all just one unit right there, and it goes on the engine cover as well. And that's pretty much all that's stopping me from firing this thing up. So when I jump back on here, I'm hoping to have my tool. I'm probably going to go ahead and install this because it's not going to get in the way really. And there's nothing really to show you. Maybe a little bit, maybe what seal I used or something like that. But other than that, when we jump forward, I'm either going to be installing a transmission or installing this thing. I don't know yet. Clutch alignment tool finally came in. This is the one I previously ordered. I believe this is for the larger engines, over the 240 and the 300 straight six. As you can maybe kind of sort of see, it's a wee bigger. Probably can't really tell that, but if you try to slide it through the clutch, is a no-go. This guy is the correct guy. Matches more gooder, and bam. So basically, got a flywheel here, and then a clutch, and then this is going to keep this aligned as if it's the transmission, and then you will bolt pressure plate on, pressure plate, clutch, flywheel, full assembly, and once this is all tightened down, you pull this out, this stays centered. So that's what I've been waiting on, and there's the bell housing. Once this is all together, slap this bad boy over it, bolt that bad boy to that. There's a little shim right there that goes in between them, but I'm going to see if I can maybe catch some footage of me slapping this together real quick. So, fast forward. Bam! Alright, so, under the truck, you can kind of half-ass the, adjust this camera just a wee. Bam. I'm going to try to not drop anything on this camera and break it, but there's my alignment tool, and you can see it just, bam, slides right there, and that's how it centers your clutch. And switch, alignment tool, and bam. In theory, one center. Now you still kind of have to be a bit of a magician here, because you have to hold a bunch of shit at once. But let's see if I can get this to stabilize itself here for a second. Maybe. Bam. And basically, that's it. That's all. Just holding the clutch lined up. Once you tighten everything down, you can pull that pin out. And that's it. When I jump back on here, I'll probably have the transmission in. And we're going to jump up top and maybe do some wiring and try and get this thing fired up. The only reason I haven't fired up, obviously, is because I need the bell housing for the starter. And I don't want to put all that shit on. I have to pull it back off to put this back on, or put this on, then put that back on. So we'll be up top next. Blah, blah, blah. Bam. All right, so under the truck. We'll be up top next. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so I super suck at wiring, and I gave up. So we're on like day 4 of hopefully firing this thing up, and we've got a nice shot of Kyle's ass. Yeah. What up, though?
I was nude, you'd see nothing but nut.
That's awesome. So Kyle is kind of being my savior because he understands wires and electrical currency and solenoids and stuff, and me not so much. So I'm kind of just like hanging out and staring at Kyle's ass, I guess, while he does some wiring. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks intimidating.
I think I need this.
I haven't said that. It's just now we're recording. So we're going to hit key.
Yeah. Oh, you're damn double tasking.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
Nothing again.
It's not gonna go. The smacking it helped last time.
Smack more good.
Smack it better.
Is it our third shitty solenoid?
No, this I just don't.
Fire. The first legit fire of the van.
Hand me that can. I got beer in hand, starter fluid in the other.
Open battery, open beer, open flame, and
Contact.
trigger. Oh, come on, girl.
Oh, enough.
I wonder if our battery's getting kind of low.
It's possible.
So we're about to do this.
Dude, stinks.
Dude, I
Dude, it
smell
burnt
exhaust.
something.
I smell exhaust.
It definitely burnt.
It's gonna knock this battery over. Don't do any of this. This is just for whatever. Fuck it. You ready with gas?
Yeah.
Whoa! Carburetor me.
Yeah, I got you. All right, go ahead. Go ahead and hit it again. I think it's good. Things are getting hot. We're smoking.
Well, almost. Okay. Now again, do as I say, not as I do, and do not dump gas in your carburetor, and run your engine off of starting fluid.
We're trained professionals of the fuckery, so that's a lot.
Here we go.
And that's all.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Motherfucker. So, I've got a half-ass fuel system rigged up for this thing, and I'm gonna see if this fuel pump works. And if this thing stay running long enough. Of course, I didn't grab the screwdriver big enough. I lost my other screwdriver. Fuck yeah! I call that a win. Yeah. All right, guys. That's all I got for you on this episode. We're just getting this thing running. I unfortunately am broke at the moment, so I want to run through and actually legitimately wire this thing properly now that we have everything routed correctly. Legitimate, proper diameter wire, fittings, insulation, etc. As well as but set up a legitimate a fuel system safer than what's in it. I also want to give a huge shout out to my wife for putting up with my shit, let me buy this thing in the first place. My buddy Colton let me use fucking pressure washer, knock this thing out, made it way easier and cleaner on me to put this thing back together. And Kyle, without Kyle, I'd have never figured out these wires. So shout out to all you guys. That was a super solid thing you guys have done for me. And as I said, when you see this thing next, the wires will not be a mess. It will not be a potential fire hazard, and it'll be running and idling, hopefully. That was another reason I shut it off, is it was getting pretty warm. So I'm gonna get some water in here, get it wired up, get it running and idling, and I'll roll it out here and throw the video on YouTube and the gram and all that. But as always, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, whatever. It's just those numbers matter. So, and like I said, I'm broke as fuck, so if those numbers can go up and I can get some cheddar rolling my way, nickels and dimes help with wires and fittings, man. Nuts and bolts, that's huge. Hope everyone has a good day. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. And doodles!